Hey guys, it's Andrea, and today I'm coming at you with my plan with me for the week of Thanksgiving, which was November 25th through December 1st in my Erin Condren vertical neutral planner. This week I am using Pastel Thanksgiving. I really went back and forth on a lot of, all three of the Thanksgiving kits because I feel like they're all very different and they all had like different things going for them. But I decided on this one because I felt like it was very different, and I don't know if there's going to be like another Pastel Thanksgiving kit that comes out that I'm going to want to use. I feel like normally I go for kind of like a more like either fallish or more modern-ish kind of Thanksgiving kit, but I really liked this one and how it paired with the gold. I did end up using gold stars from my shop with this, as well as some Sadie stickers, bow foil stickers on the bottom washi, some 2 header overlays on the sidebar, and then a couple of the full box overlays just to kind of like make it a little bit more like simple with all of these stars. This week I did end up doing, I don't know if I did this any other week actually, maybe I did. Yeah, so on my holly spread, I did mention that, I like having the sidebar be 3 full boxes unless I have a tall box, which is what goes on next week, the Grinch week. I'm sorry, but this kit had add-on girls, but the girl was kind of like similar to the girl in the kit, and I really liked the girl in the kit's rainbow hair. So I just decided to do Thursday as 3 bougie boxes versus 2 bougie boxes and a full box. I didn't realize this till I actually was putting things down, but Amanda just texted me something on March. But Thursday I was putting down the first full box, and then I was like, oh crap, I have 2 full boxes left and I didn't plan for it. So I like shoved a bunch of stuff in the first box, and then I was like, well, let's spread out the rest of it between the 2 boxes. So I just am rambling at this point, but if you have a kit where you don't like a full box, you don't prefer a full box, you need an extra full box elsewhere, try it. It doesn't, like, when you're looking at it, just like it is now, it looks a little bit weird because you're like, oh, that doesn't have a full box there. But once you have like your plans in, it really looks like seamless. So I really like it. I think it looks super duper cute. I love all of the colors and how it looks with the gold, and I decided on the stars. I think Twinkle also would have looked really cute, but I feel like I use Twinkle very, very often, and I think stars really kind of lent itself to the super cuteness of this kit. And I'm pretty sure the other one I was going to use was the like leaf sampler, but I feel like the stars kind of made it like cuter because it's like pastel, But yeah, so this week I was coming home from Pennsylvania on Monday, which was like, I felt like that day was very, very long because I had to get up at like 3:30 Eastern time, and then I didn't go to sleep until like late in the night because I wanted to spend time with Nick, and then whenever Bennett got home, I wanted to spend time with Bennett, and then I had work stuff to do, so I had to go over to work. It was a thing. On my sidebar, I put that I was 19 weeks this week, and then I put family time with one of my custom munchkins that are available in the custom munchkin bundle on the shop. This week I also did pre-pull stickers, so it's going to go a little fast, but I only sped it up to 1.5. I didn't get your feedback yet because I just did that other voiceover for Yule Ball just a second ago. So on Monday, I did fly from home in Pennsylvania. It's not really my home anymore, is it? To Austin, and on the way I did watch Welcome to Plathville, which is just an interesting show. I guess it's kind of like the Duggars, but like not, and like, I don't know, I just find it interesting. So I'm watching that, and then I watched Riverdale, and then sorry if you hear squeaking in the background, but those are silhouettes. I'm at work, obviously. Then I watched Riverdale, and then I had Bojangles, which is like a chicken place in the Charlotte airport. I always had walked by it, and I never had like time, and I had extra time because I feel like American Airlines leaves the longest amount of leeway for the like amount of time that you like. It says, okay, you land at 9, but really you're going to land at 8 unless like something wild happens. I was like super nervous I was going to miss my second flight, but we landed like an hour before the estimated time, so I was like, okay, and I had time to go over, and I didn't actually have any chicken. I just had like a biscuit with like gravy on it, which was really, really good. I was kind of a dum-dum and forgot to grab a fork though, so I had to like go on this big hunt for a fork, which is actually a lot harder than it sounds in an airport. You'd think there'd be like kind of forks like at all of the restaurants that are to go, but I did find a fork though, and it was good. And then I had Red Robin when I landed because obviously like am I actually home if I didn't have Rev Robin? And after that, the Bennett school called, which we were actually on our way to pick him up because he had a fever. They said he had 101.8 or something like that, but it never at any point after that, or even when we got home, was there ever 101.8 fever. And we checked him ear and also head. So I think that he was just teething because he didn't have any other signs of being sick. And Nick did say that all weekend he was fine. But they said he couldn't come back for 24 hours. So that put him to the end of the day on Tuesday. And I wasn't really just going to send him back for Wednesday and then take him out for a 4-day weekend. So we just decided to keep him home. Plus I missed him anyways. So I did put in that I went to work at night. So that's why that day was like super long. And then on Tuesday I put that Bubba had a fever just because he had like a light fever all day. It was like a 99 to like 100.1 tops. But then it was kind of like over, and then he has teeth coming in, like I think they're called the K9 teeth. I don't know. I feel like Jessica, I'm going to talk about teeth. Am I playing with me? Yeah, so welcome. This is a Jessica playing with me now because I'm talking about teeth. But yeah, I think that he was teething, if I had to guess, because there's no other symptoms, and he was kind of like a little bit annoying when he was sleeping as far as like waking up and like being kind of whiny, but like that was it. So yeah, it was fine. And then we went to Target, and then I had to go over to work. I think I went to work whenever Bennett was sleeping, possibly, or maybe earlier than that. I don't remember. And then I came back home, and I had Wendy's, and it was a mistake. I feel like Wendy's is always make us. It feels good going down, but then I just feel like it was a mistake. Take 12, because apparently Munchkin, rolling eye, emoji is like the most hard thing to say. But I used the custom Munchkin from my Munchkin sheet that's in the Munchkin pack of the I'd Rather Die rolling eye kind of look thing. And it looks really, really cute. And I think that we need Munchkin rolling eyes because I use the rolling eye emoji a lot. So I would really love that. Unless they already exist and I probably have them in my binder and just don't realize it. Then afterwards, we went to Dip, which is so yummy. It's hot pot, and I love it so much. And then afterwards, we went to Jenny's Ice Cream, which recently opened in the Domain, and it was yummy. It was so good. And I'll definitely be going there more often because they have a 15-minute parking spot in front of it, which is awesome. Well, like near it and above it and around it. So then I watched 90 Day Fiancé, which is such an interesting show. Then on Wednesday, I had Holy Bagel and Starbucks, and I designed a lot that day. And then I took a nap with the Bubba because he's so cuddly. Then I put in cuddle time, and then I start Black Friday shopping on Wednesday because what else do you do on Wednesday before Thanksgiving besides Black Friday shop? I had pretty much all my Black Friday shopping done by like Thursday morning. I should have put in Thursday my whole like Jeffree Star thing. I did get a mystery box and the Ho 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 lipstick because I wasn't going to get the lipstick, but I was on there and I was like, when in Rome. And then Amanda for Christmas got me a hoodie and I'm so excited about it. Yeah, that was fun. It was definitely like, I don't ever buy anything like that. I was actually annoyed because I was trying to get Yeezys this weekend, black Yeezys, because I wear my white ones all the time. And I know I can buy them from like resellers, but I'm just like nervous because Nick ordered them once from a reseller and they were fake. So I'm like, kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to pay that much for fake Yeezys. But Yeezys are like super comfortable. They're like walking on clouds. Also, Crocs are too. So, I mean, there's definitely alternatives, and I have glittery Crocs, and that works too. If there's glittery Yeezys, your girl would be on it. But anyways, I did get my Jeffree Star order in. Emily placed a Jeffree Star order too. She got highlighters, and then Amanda, I think she also ordered a lipstick too. But I wanted the mystery box. And I never buy anything like mystery because like I really honestly think that mysteries are not for everyone. And like for me, I just don't like having a bunch of excess stuff that I probably won't use. I have a lot of stuff, especially sticker stuff. But I constantly declutter because I don't like having a bunch of stuff I won't use. So mysteries are kind of like nerve-wracking for me, but at the same time, like I do have a lot of friends who will definitely take it off my hands if I do not want it. So I thought it'd be fun, something different. Like I don't buy anything that's like that ever, and it's just gonna be fun like getting a mystery in the mail. So I put in that we watched the Thanksgiving Day parade, which we did do that in the morning for like 12 hours it feels like, and then I put in that I had baby brain so bad this day, guys, or pregnancy brain, whatever you want to call it. It's a real thing. it was like really, really bad this day. I put the turkey in an hour early. My math was wrong, even though I sat down the night before and did math for like 100 years on how to get everything done on time. And I do it every year, and I don't know why I just don't save it. But I did the math for everything else right, but the turkey I put in an hour too early. But thank goodness I like instinct to look at the dang thing. But everything ended up being like pretty dope. Like everything ended up being really good. Because realistically, we just took it out and let it like rest probably an extra like 25 minutes, which wasn't that bad. And it was still like warm and everything and like moist, and like I've definitely messed up a turkey worse in my life, so I wasn't like too mad about it. But like I did that, and then I pre-cut the potatoes and put them in water because then they don't get all gross looking. And then I like pulled them out of the refrigerator, and I forgot that there was water in it, and I dumped water like almost all over the floor. And then I did something else, and Nick was like, you should just quit. And I'm like, probably. Then I put in dinner with the in-laws because the in-laws came over and we ate dinner. And then we watched Home Alone because that was what's on TV. It was like Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. And then I felt baby cakes from the outside, which was totally wild. I definitely wasn't expecting it because I feel like his kicks like internally are not like wild. But he just started going ham like this day. I don't know if it was because I ate a lot. I didn't even eat like a ton, but I don't know what it was, but he was like kicking and it was like intense. And I was like, I texted Nick, I was like, holy crap, because Nick had already went to bed. And then I just put in that it was Thanksgiving because like I said, I forgot that I allotted 3 spots for this. I should have put in that I got something from Jeffree Star because that's like so fun. I didn't get anything from the Shane Dawson release though because like I'm just more of a Jeffree Star fan versus like Shane Dawson plus Jeffree Star. Like Shane's fine, but like I'm like really here for Jeffree Star. Then on Friday, I put in that I went to Target in the morning. We didn't go for like, this is the first time I think in, oh my God, he's kicking. The first time in, I want to say like 8 to 9 years, maybe even more. I don't know that I didn't go Black Friday shopping, which is kind of wild. 8 to 9 years it's been. Every year I'm just like, oh, I'll just go. Like I think last year, Kirsten and I just went to Carter's and Old Navy, but in Target. But it's still like we went out like after eating. But this is the first year that I did not do that. But we went to Target because we just needed like chocolate milk. I think like it was funny because it was like if you spent $50, you got a 20% off your next shopping trip. We couldn't even spend $50, which like normally is not a problem to spend $50 in Target. But like I think whenever you like need to spend $50, you're like, on what? Like what do I buy? I think we ended up buying like, I don't know. It was just like chocolate milk and like a couple of other random things, but the total was like $28. So we did not get that coupon, but it is okay because I was just like, I just want to get out of here. Then I put in that we got Chick-fil-A on the way home, and I actually tried to get Yeezys in the parking lot of Chick-fil-A, but didn't work out for me. That's okay. I will live. Then we watched the Magical Holiday Celebration, which was, I think that's what it was called. I Googled it, and that's like the closest thing, but I know what it is, so it's fine. But it was like the Disney holiday special for this year on Freeform, so we watched that. And then we watched Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives the rest of the day. Because normally we don't turn on cable, but we had cable on the day before, and we were just kind of like, I guess, in a cable mood. So I just kept cable on. Normally we just watch like Netflix and stuff. So we watched Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives for like hours, which just made us hungry. And then I did not feel good this day, and then I took a bath. So that was my Friday. Then on Saturday, I just worked pretty much all day. Literally like woke up to a text message and at like 7:30 or 8, and then I was like, oh, here we go. So I designed a kit in the morning, sent that over to print. I got out of bed and went over to work, and I worked till like I think like 9:30. So I worked like I think it was like 13 hours that day, and I was just like, I felt good after it. I felt like I could run a marathon. I don't know. Normally doesn't happen. I'm not usually at work for like 10 hours. It just doesn't happen. Normally I'm at home working. It's peaceful. But yeah, it was a stressful day. There's a lot of stuff going on. The releases in general this weekend were kind of a lot, just like keeping up with like, when does this one go up? When do I have to shut down the shop? When do I have to take this out of stock? Why I have to make new listings? Da, 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 da. But it was a crazy weekend. It was definitely crazier than any of us thought it would be. And thank you. It was super fun though. And we're like, Emily's working on finishing up the Black Friday orders now, and Kirsten's working on last week's new releases, like cutting them currently. So I think she's probably done actually by now. So I put in work, and then we did have Bush's chicken for dinner, and I ate at work. So that was that. And then I went home and took a bath because I was like, yes. I was actually a really short bath because I don't actually remember, but I was like, I got in and I was like, just kidding, I want to go to bed. Then on Sunday, I went back to work. I don't remember what I did this day. I think this day I did more rack bags. I've been in a rack bag mood, so I made like 1,000 or more than 1,000. I'm pretty sure more than 1,000. Probably like 1,500 rack bags so far since I started them. I think I started them Saturday night. And then I think this day did the random pool orders, or was that Monday? I don't even know. Nah, I think I might have just did. I don't know what I did this day, but I did something. And then I went to Target for what? I don't remember. And then I did some coding for Marg, which I haven't done anything with HTML or CSS in a long time, but she needed something done, so I did it for her because trying to explain something to her, it's just easier to do it, and I'm happy to do so. So, if you get an order from Marg, the packing slip, I had help on it, so I've touched that before. Then I watched The Good Doctor, and then Nick came downstairs because Bennett was asleep, and we watched Superstore, Modern Family, and Fresh Off the Boat. So that is everything I did. I love this spread. I think it's super cute. It's still in the shop if you want to pick it up for next year's Thanksgiving, or if you just have like a party where you're going to eat food and stuff, or just kind of want like a fall vibes kit, or you just want to like use this in spring because it's just really cute. It's still up there, and I just think it's adorable. Next week, I already have my like base laid down, and it is amazing. You're gonna see, I think, 3 Plan With Me's with Grinchmas, and then mine will come like 2 weeks later. But like that's okay. That's okay. Like it'll get there. Give you a little break. But that's everything for this week, and I hope you guys like this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye.